Every great achievement begins before the world wakes up, long before noise fills the streets, before distractions claim the mind, before doubt finds a voice. The successful individual has already made a decision. That decision is not about luck, talent, or circumstance. It is about what they choose to feed their mind every single morning. The early hours of the day carry a power that most people never recognize. Before the noise of the world begins, the mind exists in a neutral, receptive state, ready to be directed or left to wander. In this quiet window, thoughts take root easily. Impressions sink deeply, and attitudes form without resistance. Whatever enters the mind at this moment quietly establishes the tone for the hours that follow, shaping reactions, decisions, and emotional control. A mind without direction in the morning will borrow direction from its environment. News, complaints, distractions, and unfinished worries rush in and claim attention. These influences do not announce themselves as harmful, yet they plant uncertainty and impatience that reveal themselves later in the day as hesitation, frustration, and lack of focus. By the time challenges appear, the individual feels unprepared, not realizing the preparation was lost in the first moment. After waking, those who understand achievement know that mornings are not for reacting, but for programming. The mind, like fertile soil, responds to what is planted first. When you intentionally listen to ideas of purpose, discipline, faith, and self-belief, you establish mental authority before the world attempts to impose its own narrative. This act is not about motivation alone. It is about conditioning the subconscious to operate in alignment with a chosen direction. Every action taken during the day is filtered through thoughts formed earlier. Confidence does not suddenly appear in moments of pressure. It is built quietly when the mind is calm and focused. Likewise, courage is not summoned on demand. It is reinforced through repeated exposure to constructive ideas that normalize persistence and effort. Morning listening serves as rehearsal for the challenges that will inevitably arrive. The majority of people live in reaction mode, allowing circumstances to dictate their mental state. They wait for external events to inspire them. And when inspiration fails to arrive, progress stalls. By contrast, those who program their mornings take control of the cause rather than chasing the effect. They understand that emotion follows thought, and thought follows input. By choosing the input early, they determine the emotional and behavioral pattern of the day. Over time, this practice creates a noticeable shift. Decisions become quicker, distractions lose their grip, and self-doubt weakens. The mind begins to recognize direction as familiar rather than forced. What once required effort gradually becomes habit, and habit solidifies into character. This transformation does not occur through dramatic breakthroughs, but through quiet, consistent alignment. At the start of each day, morning programming also strengthens self-respect. Each time an individual honors this commitment, they reinforce trust in their own discipline. That trust becomes the foundation of confidence. When the mind knows it will be guided daily, it stops resisting effort and starts cooperating with intention. This inner cooperation is what separates those who struggle endlessly from those who move forward with steady resolve. The direction of a life is not decided in rare moments of inspiration, but in ordinary mornings repeated over years. Each sunrise presents a choice between mental order and mental drift. Those who choose order gain clarity. Those who choose drift inherit confusion. The mind cannot serve two directions at once. It follows the strongest and earliest influence offered to it. By taking command of the morning, you take command of the mind. And when the mind moves with purpose from the very beginning of the day, every step that follows carries intention, strength, and alignment. With the future being shaped, everything a person becomes in life begins as a belief long before it appears as a result. Belief is not something people are born with in fixed amounts. It is something that forms gradually through repetition and exposure. The mind accepts ideas the same way the body accepts nourishment. Whatever is consumed consistently becomes part of its structure, influencing how it responds to opportunity, pressure, and uncertainty. The thoughts you allow into your mind daily do not remain neutral. They either strengthen confidence or weaken it, expand vision or shrink it. When a person repeatedly listens to messages of limitation Doubt quietly becomes familiar. Over time, hesitation feels natural, and bold action feels uncomfortable. The mind does not argue with what it hears most often. It adopts it as truth. Words carry emotional weight. A single statement repeated enough times can override logic and experience. When you listen to ideas that affirm capability, discipline, and purpose, those ideas begin to feel normal. The mind stops questioning whether success is possible and starts asking how it can be achieved. This shift does not happen through wishful thinking, but through controlled mental input that reshapes internal dialogue. Many people attempt to change their lives without changing what they listen to. They want new outcomes while feeding their minds with the same conversation, media, and opinions that produced their current results. This contradiction explains why effort often feels heavy and progress inconsistent. The mind cannot move confidently toward a goal it has been taught to doubt. Listening is a form of instruction. Every message absorbed becomes a command the subconscious attempts to follow. If the instruction emphasizes fear, the mind searches for reasons to retreat. If it emphasizes growth, the mind looks for ways to advance. Over time, these instructions create a belief system that governs behavior. Automatically, without conscious effort, belief shapes identity. When a person believes they are disciplined, they act with discipline. When they believe they are capable, they attempt what once felt impossible. These beliefs are not created in moments of crisis. They are built quietly through repeated exposure to reinforcing ideas. What you listen to today becomes the standard by which you judge yourself tomorrow. Mind is especially vulnerable to repetition, because it values familiarity over accuracy. An idea does not need to be true to be accepted. It needs to be repeated. This is why intentional listening is essential. By choosing messages that align with your desired future, you replace accidental conditioning with deliberate direction. You decide what becomes familiar and therefore believable. As belief strengthens, resistance weakens. Actions that once required force begin to flow naturally. The individual stops seeking permission from circumstances and starts trusting internal conviction. Confidence becomes less dependent on external validation because it has been built from within, reinforced daily. By chosen input, this process explains why two people can face the same opportunity and respond differently. One hesitates, the other moves forward. The difference is not intelligence or luck, but belief shaped by what each has consistently listened to. Mind always acts in harmony with its deepest convictions, whether they are empowering or limiting. By controlling what you listen to, you control the beliefs that guide your decision, and those beliefs, once firmly established, determine the level of effort you are willing to give, the risks you are willing to take, and the future you are prepared to claim. Every day begins with a quiet negotiation between discipline and comfort. Before challenges appear, before responsibilities demand attention, the mind searches for the easiest path. Excuses present themselves subtly, disguised as reasonable thoughts, inviting delay and lowering standards. This moment, though brief, determines whether the day will be led with intention or surrendered to habit. Excuses thrive in the absence of structure. When the mind is not anchored early, it becomes vulnerable to rationalization. Fatigue, inconvenience, and distraction are elevated into justifications that feel logical but carry long-term consequences. The danger of excuses is not in their intensity, but in their familiarity. Repeated often enough, they become automatic responses rather than conscious choices. Discipline interrupts this cycle before it gains momentum. By establishing a firm routine at the start of the day, the individual removes the need for decision-making in moments of weakness. There is no debate, no internal argument, only action. Discipline does not wait for motivation. It creates it through movement and commitment. The strongest form of discipline is preventative. It acts before temptation grows loud. When the mind is engaged early with purpose-driven input, excuses lose their influence. They are recognized for what they are: attempts to preserve comfort at the expense of progress. A disciplined mind does not deny discomfort, it accepts it as the cost of growth. Most failures are not dramatic collapses, but a series of small allowances. One skipped routine, one delayed decision, one accepted excuse gradually lowers the standard of behavior. Over time, these small compromises reshape identity. The individual no longer sees themselves as consistent, and inconsistency becomes self-fulfilling. Discipline protects identity by maintaining standards even when emotions fluctuate. There is a common belief that discipline is restrictive, yet in practice it creates freedom. A disciplined morning eliminates chaos later in the day. When excuses are defeated early, energy is preserved for meaningful work rather than wasted on regret and recovery. The mind becomes lighter, not heavier. When it is not burdened by unfinished commitments, discipline also builds self-respect. Each time an individual follows through despite resistance, they strengthen trust in their own word. This trust becomes the foundation of confidence. The mind learns that effort will be honored, not abandoned at the first sign of discomfort. Over time, excuses lose credibility because experience has proven they are unnecessary. The difference between those who achieve and those who merely intend to achieve is not desire but consistency. Desire is emotional and temporary. Discipline is deliberate and repeatable. It does not depend on circumstances aligning perfectly. It functions even on difficult days, especially on difficult days, because it is rooted in principle rather than mood. When discipline is practiced daily, excuses no longer need to be fought aggressively. They fade due to lack of attention. The mind stops offering them as options because they are never accepted. This shift transforms effort into habit and habit into character. What once required force becomes natural, and what once felt difficult becomes expected. By defeating excuses before the day begins, discipline establishes authority over the mind. And when authority is firmly in place, progress follows not as a struggle, but as a disciplined response to purpose. Confidence is not a gift granted to a select few, nor is it the result of sudden success. It is a structure built quietly from repeated acts of self-trust. Each time an individual follows through on a commitment, especially when resistance is present, confidence gains another layer of strength. This process is gradual, often unnoticed, yet deeply transformative. Consistency is the mechanism that turns intention into identity. Many people act confidently when conditions are favorable, but retreat when effort becomes uncomfortable. This inconsistency sends mixed signals to the mind. ND, weakening trust in one's own ability to persist. The mind learns not from ambition, but from evidence. What is done repeatedly becomes the standard by which self-belief is measured. When actions align daily with declared goals, even in small ways, the mind begins to recognize reliability. This reliability becomes inner authority, the quiet certainty that one can be depended upon. Inner authority does not require validation or approval. It exists independently, rooted in a proven pattern of follow-through rather than external recognition. Consistency removes emotional dependence from action. Instead of waiting to feel ready or inspired, the individual acts because action has become routine. This separation from emotional fluctuation is what stabilizes confidence. When behavior no longer changes with mood, progress becomes steady and predictable. Over time, consistent effort reshapes self-perception. The individual no longer sees themselves as someone who tries, but as someone who does. This shift is subtle but powerful. Identity evolves not through declarations, but through patterns. When the mind observes consistent behavior, it adjusts its expectations accordingly, expanding what feels possible. Inner authority also strengthens decision-making. Doubt loses its grip when choices are supported by a history of follow-through. Instead of second-guessing, the individual moves forward with calm assurance. Even when mistakes occur, they are addressed without self-condemnation. Because confidence is grounded in discipline, not perfection, many people mistake loudness for confidence. Yet true confidence is quiet and composed. It does not rush to prove itself. It operates from an internal standard rather than external comparison. This composure is the result of consistency, not personality. It is earned through repetition, not performance. Consistency also creates resilience. When obstacles arise, the individual does not interpret difficulty as a signal to stop, but as a normal part of progress. This mindset reduces emotional reactivity and preserves momentum. Challenges are met with adjustment rather than abandonment, reinforcing trust in one's ability to endure. As confidence and inner authority grow, influence naturally follows. Others sense reliability and steadiness, responding with trust. Leadership emerges not from position, but from demonstrated self-command. Those who govern themselves consistently are recognized even without announcement. This process requires patience, as results are cumulative rather than immediate. Each day's effort may seem insignificant in isolation, but together they form an unbreakable foundation. Confidence built this way cannot be taken away by failure or criticism because it rests on evidence rather than opinion. Through consistent action, the individual claims ownership of their behavior, their direction, and their standards, and from that ownership emerges a level of confidence and inner authority that remains steady regardless of circumstance. Destiny is often spoken of as something distant and mysterious, yet it is formed through ordinary choices repeated over time. The future does not arrive fully shaped. It grows quietly from daily patterns of thought, attention, and behavior. What a person consistently allows into their mind becomes the unseen architect of the life they eventually experience. Daily mental input functions as instruction. The mind receives, organizes, and acts upon whatever it is exposed to most often. If that input is scattered, fearful, or undirected, the resulting actions reflect the same disorder. Clarity and progress cannot emerge from confusion, no matter how strong the desire for change may be. The mind seeks familiarity. It gravitates toward thoughts and ideas it recognizes, even when they are limiting. This is why repetition is so powerful. Repeated input establishes norms, and norms become beliefs. Once beliefs are formed, behavior follows automatically without conscious effort. In this way, the future is shaped long before decisions appear to be made. Many people attempt to change outcomes without changing inputs. They focus on goals while neglecting the thoughts that determine whether those goals feel attainable. This mismatch creates frustration. Effort feels heavy because the mind has not been conditioned to support the direction it is being asked to move. Alignment begins not with action, but with what is consistently absorbed. Long-term success the result of sustained mental alignment. When daily input reinforces discipline, purpose, and responsibility, actions naturally reflect those values. The individual becomes proactive rather than reactive, guided by intention rather than impulse. Over time, this internal order expresses itself externally through steady progress. The accumulation of daily input explains why small habits carry such influence. A few minutes of focused listening or reflection may seem insignificant, yet its effect compounds. Each day reinforces the same mental framework, strengthening it until it becomes the default mode of operation. The future then unfolds as a continuation of established patterns rather than a surprise. This process also reveals why change often feels uncomfortable at first. New input challenges familiar beliefs, creating resistance. The mind attempts to protect what it knows, even if it no longer serves growth. Persistence through this resistance is essential. With repetition, the unfamiliar becomes familiar, and the mind adopts the new standard as its own. As daily input shapes perception, perception shapes opportunity. The individual begins to notice possibilities that once went unseen. Confidence grows not from sudden achievement, but from the recognition that behavior now aligns with long-term intention. This alignment reduces inner conflict and increases clarity. Over years, these daily influences solidify into character. Character determines how one responds to pressure, responsibility, and uncertainty. It dictates the level of effort applied when no one is watching, and the standards upheld when shortcuts are available. The future responds to these standards, rewarding consistency and punishing neglect. What seems like fate is often nothing more than accumulated thought patterns expressing themselves through action. By taking control of daily mental input, an individual quietly assumes control over direction. The future becomes a deliberate extension of present discipline rather than a result of chance or circumstance.